Let's start this thing. $19.75. UC Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby. CU Boulder? You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So what's your, major? You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. That's kind of bizarre. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Well, nothing like splitting the old burger. The rest was history. I like that we can see our legs and stuff, that's great. Ugh. God, my curiosity sometimes is the worst. Okay, see? I knew there was gonna be nothing, but I couldn't help but to look. That's safe. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. Well, I'm good with that. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking the dog. It's got attitude. Okay, you adopt the shepherd, you name it Mayhem, you pick up the beagle, and she names him Bucket. Honestly, I much prefer shepherds. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park and goes with Julia on her runs. Even though he's too big to bring to school, Julia loves him all the same. Mayhem is a friend, child, and pet, all rolled into one. 1979, you talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Oh God. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. Pretty good. One day, why rush? Oh. They've been dating for a year. I'm sure you know a little more than just now. God. Alright, One day, why rush? She looks away, out towards the mountains. We have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry, you assure her. You tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay? Okay, one day, she says. 6 months later, you get engaged lying in bed on a Sunday morning. Isn't that great? Oh, ring on the finger now. Backpack's gone. Frickin' flew off on the highway. Alright, let's take a gander. Where are we here? I should say you are here. No fireworks. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Do not forget to check in. Oh, okay, warning. What's the warning here? Thoroughfare trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Therefore, thoroughfare is a primitive backcountry trail. Alright, so we didn't get anything from that. $19.80. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. Why are you angry? Don't be a jerk. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Well, if you're fighting, you must... It's better to be mad than to be ignored. You call her an inconsiderate gobbler. She tells you to gobble your novel and to be not... Don't be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. That's sad. 1981, a year later, Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. You pose and flex like He-Man. Very nice. Holy crap. Two forks. A fire lookout. I mean, I still got the ring on. Climb over the gobbler. I still have the ring on, so we're definitely... Oh, a year later, during the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from far away places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Oh, here we go. Dog's gonna get killed. Runs away. Julia yells. She gets fluttered and has trouble speaking. When she is stressed, you confront the attacker. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all three of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. And then on you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work? Waylaid? Get waylaid. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look up that word. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Okay, these two options are trash. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. You say maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Wow. Mayhem is getting older. He's got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. If this dog dies, I'm gonna be very upset. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives the car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn child little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. Okay, my life... I don't play video games to experience stuff like this. Like 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. So far, I like the look of the game. It's like I like that it's cartoony. It's good. It's my Patronus. Don't do it. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. Put the chair in front of the bedroom door. You trust that she keeps... If I do this, she dies in a fire. If I do this, she dies fallen or something. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off your home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night you're stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide, but you tell your sister-in-law Suzanne. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. God. There she is. I don't know about wearing a ring. I'm gonna have a difficult time doing that. I can't even wear a watch consistently. This game is very sad. This is happening to an aunt of mine, so it's hitting pretty close.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Oh, hello. Where's the radio? Oh, good day.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Good eye.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you're probably out here because nobody back home can stand you. Which, after this brief introduction, is not a big shock.
Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
One sec. Now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's, gosh, maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
So far, I'm enjoying it. There's a horror game like this. You don't really leave the tower, but you're trying to guide somebody through the forest on the radio, and there's something chasing them.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Well, I don't have any other options here. Oh, you can read this. Tomorrow's the big day. Was going to drive up today, but there's a guy coming by from the university to grab another box of books, and he was a real pain in the gobbler about doing it before I left. I gotta get closer to read this. Meanie, I get to catch the Nuggets game tonight. Not that Phoenix isn't going to take this series in 3 straight. There's always next year. Not sure I'll get another chance to write until I'm settled in. I'm pretty sure the drive up to Lander is going to wipe me. May 1st, 1989. Hiked in last night, got lost a lot on the way here, and then met my boss, Delilah. Real piece of work. Hopefully we don't have to talk too much. That's spelt wrong. Interesting. Maybe I'm just grumpy from the lack of sleep. Didn't get a wink last night and was pretty sure there was a bear sniffing around my tent. I actually made a good fire last night and flipped through Julia's journal. I still feel weird about having it, but Susan thinks it's a good way to, what's the word she used, stay connected to the real Jules. But I was sitting there looking at it, and I don't know if it's a good idea for me to keep doing that. It didn't feel good, and yeah, like I said, I didn't sleep great after that, but it was probably the bear. Alright, last sentence, come on. Move those sausage fingers. Alright, it's late afternoon, and I gotta check in with the boss. Something. I won't have a hell of a lot to do. Okay. Otherwise, I won't have a hell of a lot to do. Alright. Let's do this.
Hey, sorry. Guess I slept in.
Radio controls are kind of bizarre.
What, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus. I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks? I need you to confirm. Do you see them?
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Alright, well that sounds safe.
Do you think you can handle that?
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well?
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Secure.
Shut up.
Alright, so we know how to use the compass now. And all that kind of stuff. And they're still letting those bad boys go. Well, we're headed west right now. So we'll just follow the west path. See what we come up with. See where we're going.
found the supply box.
Great.
What? I don't have to read everything, but frick. Okay, cool. Ron, hey man, guy couldn't take it, so I locked up this lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you liked hiking into the park, but let's get doinked. Can I not, like, hang on to this? We're getting closer. What if I just went for it?
This shale slide is steep. How do you expect me to get down this?
I don't remember it being that bad. It's not even named on our topos.
It should be called Cripple Gulch, just east of Gonna Pee in a Bag Forever Flats.
Oh, is that Absorka Indian? Maybe Creek?
It's actually English for not in my job description. People just stuff these things with old food. That's how you get bears.
Those boxes are bear-proof. I wouldn't worry about it.
How do you expect me to get down this?
Well, did you get that rope?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, just lash it to something nearby and take it slow.
Alright, here we go.
No! Oh.
Ouch.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
Cripple Gulch got me.
What exactly happened?
My rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
Think you'll have to pee in a bag for the rest of your life?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
I'm staring at the big outcropping down here, but I'm not quite sure where to look for our pyrotechnicians.
Maybe keep heading west toward the lake.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
Screaming wife. That's rude.
Oh, shit. Ferret are Irish. They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
This is concerning.
They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
I kind of hear music. I feel.
Well, they left their clothes out to dry. It looks like 2 people. What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
Hello.
There are panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
There's oh,
Yes?
there are 2 naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know,
2?
yeah.
I know this will be tough for you, but try to pick your tongue up off the ground and do your job.
What is that guy doing over there? Is he skeezing? Hey, guy! Are you skeezing?
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing
Full stereo!
Oh, hey! Put that down! Seriously, it was expensive!
Fucking cool it with the fireworks!
Please just put it down! We won't light anymore! You
Light another
asshole!
firework and it won't be your stereo I wreck.
Oh, fuck you, psycho! Yeah, fuck you! You'll fucking pay for this. You can't just harass girls in the woods. Let's get out of here.
Interesting.
Hey, that go okay?
I might have got a little hot.
What's a little hot?
Some of their personal property took a swim?
Ugh,
Well, I can't do anything about it now.
nope. Thanks for dealing with him, though. Seriously.
No problem.
Yeah, it's kind of a dick move, but I don't know. My inner Friday the 13th took over. So, we're double backing because I think that's what the game wants.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not the maid.
You are the maid, and you're gonna do the cleanup work. We're gonna take this back, and we are going to see what we can do with it.
Hey, I'm back near that big rock outcropping, but not sure how to get back.
I'd head west, back towards the lake, and then turn north towards the canyon.
Okay, so you want me to go?
Okay, so from these rocks, where do I go again?
Go back towards the lake, turn north, and east through the canyon. There should be a trail at the far east side of it.
Okay. Turn north, eh? Oh, okay, I didn't see this before. Beautiful place.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
Hey, I can see my tower. How do I get back?
If it's the one I think it is, there should be an old trail the Forest Service closed off a couple years back.
And I'm sure their reasons for closing it off had nothing to do with safety, right?
Oh, it washed out and became a fucking death trap. So, you know, be careful.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home, and try not to get hit by lightning.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got a lot of choice in getting struck down.
Especially not with your electric personality.
Oh, I'm just gonna let her have that one. Ah!
Mm-hmm.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon? Hello? This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
That's too bad. I used to go caving in Colorado a lot with someone. Would be really nice to pick that back up.
Fond memories, huh?
Big time. I'll keep an eye out for those keys.
Don't hold your breath.
Oh! There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
Well, it wasn't creepy at all. Holy cow. Struggle. Where are we now? Trail closed sign.
Damn it. Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the blocked path. It was backbreaking, but, you know, anything for the service.
Well, thank you.
Anytime. So it's, just the outhouse, then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never.
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell...
You should get inside.
Fuck me. Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened. Okay, I put in a call.
Well, what can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
I did probably piss off the girls at the lake. Ugh, fuck them.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a couple of young women and question any they find. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some, violent campers? Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Just point me to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
I'll see what I can do.
Day 2. This is where I'm going to wrap it up. This game has been funny, creepy,
Wake up!
sad, All in the same go.
Hey, wake up.